top 100 cryptocurrency coins. Jerry Banfield and I are going to be giving our opinions and sharing what we believe is going to happen next in a rapid fire manner. This is a video that you're not going to want to miss. So smash the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. Please understand, though, that we're not financial advisors. And full disclosure, we do hold some of the coins that we will be speaking about in today's video. But let's just dive right into this. We're going to go back and forth really quickly. Jerry, what do you think about Bitcoin in about 5 to 10 seconds here? Let's go.
Next global reserve currency.
I think it's going to be a massive store of value and is not going anywhere anytime soon. Jerry, what about Ethereum?
The king of the stupid coins.
I think it's going to be the next decentralized money and it's here to stay. Talk to me about BNB.
Absolute trash can.
I think it is definitely one of those coins that's going to make it in the long run, but I'm a little nervous for right now. How about XRP, Jerry?
The worst altcoin of all of them.
I'm going to be a little more bullish and think that it's going to reach new all-time highs in the next few years. Jerry, what about Cardano?
It's almost good enough to buy, which is disappointing.
We would definitely agree, but slow and steady wins the race. I think this one is going to surprise some people. Talk to me about Dogecoin.
Crappy little Litecoin fork.
I think Dogecoin honestly is going to surprise people again, and Elon Musk is potentially going to do something with this. I like it. Jerry, tell me about Solana.
Solana I love because there's a ton of people using it. It is in position to be a consumer chain that everybody uses.
I think it's undervalued. Honestly, just based on its price and price action, this could be one of those hidden gems in plain sight. Jerry, what about Tron, TRX?
So many users, big for gambling in Asia, and according to the data, great, but not good enough for me to buy.
It's really interesting because Justin Sun on the other, like on the one hand, is very, very kind of controversial. This is one that I think could do okay, but it's kind of old. And yeah, I'm going to be a little skeptical. What about Polkadot?
Polkadot, if people were using it, it'd actually be good.
I think Polkadot 2.0 could be a game changer, something to look forward to in the future. Let's talk about Polygon Matic, Jerry.
So many people are using it, but so much centralization, so top heavy. I'm not touching it because of that.
I feel like the gains for this one have already come and gone. Definitely one that I think will be here in the future, and it is being used. Definitely a blue chip, but I think there's better opportunities and higher risk opportunities as well. What about Litecoin?
Litecoin is like a crappy version of Bitcoin in terms of store value.
Is it the silver to Bitcoin's gold? I definitely do not think so, but there is narratives around Litecoin, and the fact that it hasn't completely gone to zero means that it could potentially continue to survive. And I think that's all it will eventually do, though, is just barely survive. Jerry, what about Shiba Inu?
I hope it dies.
I see some decent things actually happening for this one because meme coins, this was like the hugest gainer of meme coins last year. Will it do those same numbers? No, I don't think that it will, but don't count out meme coins. What about Bitcoin Cash, Jerry?
If there wasn't XRP, I would possibly hate this one the most.
I don't think that this is going to do anything. This, to me, could be on its way to trending to zero. Not a whole lot going on with it. And yeah, definitely one that we've been avoiding. Talk to me about Avalanche.
Avalanche, I got stuck staking it. It's pretty good, but the token dumpage is miserable.
Yeah, this one is definitely down a ton from its all-time high, but it could present, some more opportunity. And it'll be interesting to see what it does in its second cycle. What about Leo coin?
I know almost nothing about it.
Yeah, I agree. There's not a whole lot on Leo token right now either. So this is almost like a one that we're going to pass. Talk to me about Stellar XLM.
It's just a crappy copy of XRP. No point in it.
I agree. If you're going to, speculate on XRP or Stellar, I would lean, at least for me personally, I own XRP. I don't own any Stellar. What about Uniswap?
I don't see how me holding Uniswap equals success when the Uniswap exchange itself does good.
Personally, I used to really like Uniswap and what they were doing. Right now, just based upon where they're going in the future, I think that there's going to be a need and a use for this, but they've been kind of selling themselves out. And while I do think that it's going to continue to work, you're right. Why hold the token? Why even speculate on this? I think there's better opportunities. Chainlink.
Chainlink has such good potential. I don't like holding ERC20 tokens that are essentially like a stock, though, in the company. So this could have some good gains, but I don't hold ERC20s.
This is a blue chip to me. Honestly, if you were to buy this crypto coin, I do think that it will continuously do well in the future, but it's not going to potentially give you those massive gains as it already is a $1 billion plus evaluation. What about a Monero?
Monero's tokenomics are pretty strong and it has a very clear use case, and it's a leader in privacy coins. So if I was into privacy coins, which I'm not, I would like it.
I don't like privacy coins at all. I can't believe this is even in the top 20 according to this. Personally, it's one that I will not be investing in. Let's go into Ethereum Classic.
That's still around.
I think that honestly, this could be another sleeper because we saw Ethereum Classic go crazy in the last bull cycle. Not a whole lot of like usage and like what's going on over there, but just because it says Ethereum and it's classic and it, it could drive some speculation. Let's put it that way. What about Cosmos, Adam?
Cosmos, the ecosystem is so great, but you don't really need the Cosmos token. So to me, that kills the value of the token itself.
Yeah, the token and price for this has definitely taken a plunge, but I believe that Cosmos is going to be successful, and this could be actually a dark horse sleeper cryptocurrency project. What about HBAR?
HBAR is like a crappy version of Solana.
I think that if this actually gains a lot of mass adoption, this could be another one of those dark horses as well. I do see a decent amount of influencers talking about this one. So yeah, this is one to keep on your radar. How about Mantle or MTN?
Mantle's okay. I did a detailed review on it, but I decided I didn't want to buy any.
Personally, I don't really know much about it at all. So we're going to pass on that one. Jerry, coming to you with Internet Computer.
This is the altcoin I'm most bullish on because it has more pump narratives than anything else, and it's the only crypto you can do everything on chain with.
My concern with this one is the marketing and who's actually going to buy and hold this crypto in the future. What's the narrative going to be? If it does find a narrative and it does find a lot of people talking about it again, this could certainly be a coin to keep an eye on. What about Filecoin?
Filecoin's okay. I don't think it's going to have that many gains, so I think most of the gains have already been made.
I think this one could actually be undervalued right now. It's sitting at $3 at the time of this recording, down 96% from 2 years ago. When this pumped, it pumped like crazy. I think this is one that if you can catch that, it could definitely bring some nice potential opportunity. What about Quant, QNT?
I take that back about Bitcoin Cash. I hate this one, only less than XRP. Total money grab and BS.
I think the tokenomics for Quant are actually okay, and people who got in early to this made an absolute killing. So, but where will it go in the future? It's anyone's best guess. I think there could be better opportunities. Lido DAO or LDO.
I hate all DAO tokens.
Yeah, this one to me, I don't know why you would even hold this one unless you want to be a part of the DAO. I think there's better opportunities. What about Kronos, Crypto.com?
The #1 crypto I've lost money in, 3,000.
I am an ambassador with Crypto.com. I think this is a sleeper. I think people are really sleeping on this. And yes, this went all the way up to $1 in the last bull cycle. It's sitting at 5 cents right now. So full disclosure, I do hold this coin and I do think highly of this project. And I think that, centralized exchanges like this one could be certainly a narrative that plays out in the future. How about Aptos, APT?
The user data is so poor on Aptos and the tokenomics are not exciting.
I agree. I don't see a lot of people using this right now, and I don't think that there's a lot going on. There was a pump for this. It went from like $5 or $3 to 20. I do think that this could be a narrative play in the future, but as far as a long-term hold, I'm skeptical. How about Arbitrum, ARB?
Way, way overvalued. And especially with things like Base going off, Arbitrum's, it's a DAO token, total bad investment.
I agree. I think that there's definitely other opportunities here. Arbitrum, I have not invested in at all. Way too high of a valuation. VeChain, VET.
Sucks.
Personally think this could be one of those coins that does very well in the next bull market. I think it's an absolute steal at a penny right now. Not financial advice, but I do hold this crypto. Talk to me about optimism, Jerry.
The tokenomics are so bad, I wouldn't even consider it.
I do think if layer 2s continue to do well, optimism is going to be towards the front of the list on this, but you're right. The gains for this one could already have been eaten alive. Near Protocol.
Frustrating. It looks great with the users and the adoption, but it's just not good enough compared to other cryptos like Solana and Internet Computer.
I think this is insanely undervalued as it's sitting at $1 right now. It went all the way to $20 in the last bull market. I think this one could do what Solana did in the last runs. Definitely one to keep an eye on. How about Maker, MKR?
Vitalik just dumped his Maker, so I'd get out of that one.
Personally, I think that there are better opportunities than holding this. Again, this would just be a narrative play to me. I don't know. I'd look elsewhere. Rocket Pool.
I hate decentralized staking, or I hate liquid staking And I hate all Ethereum staking protocols, coins.
I think it's a good idea, but you're right. The execution for this, and yeah, I don't know. The coin itself, I think there's better opportunities. The graph, GRT.
There's hardly any use on the graph. Like, look at a marketplace that goes down.
Yeah, again, to me, it's come and gone. It's on its second cycle. I don't know. I think there's better opportunities potentially as well. Aave.
Don't know enough about Aave to have an opinion.
I think if decentralized crypto comes back and people really want to borrow and lend and stake and all that comes back because of the bull market, because people are a lot more risk on, I think Aave is going to do pretty well overall as it's a more established crypto project. XDC network.
If you're into the narratives that XDC's pumped on, you might as well get into Ripple or XRP or Stellar.
Yeah, personally, this has done pretty well overall in the last little bit. So that kind of concerns me for gains wise. I think there's better opportunities. How about white Bitcoin?
Absolute pilot trash, 1 star.
Yeah, I don't even know what this is. So that tells you kind of what I think it is. Elgrand.
Almost nobody using it.
Yeah, this has been the biggest disappointment to me personally. I hold a little bit of this, but I'm glad I don't hold more. It hasn't gone anywhere or done anything personally price wise. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's opportunity. Synthetics, SNX.
I guess their marketing's so bad, I have no idea what that is.
Synthetics actually did really well in the last bull run. This was one of like my best performers. I got like a 10x out of this within the matter of months. So I would not sleep on Synthetics Network. Yeah, definitely. I think deserves to be in the top 100. Caspa 42.
Caspa could have a great speculative pump, but it's gonna do the way of Cadena and just die in the long term. It's not gonna get user adoption over a sustained period of time.
I just think it's incredibly overvalued right now. I think it's already seen a lot of its run here in the bear market, and yeah, personally, I think there's better opportunities. Tezos.
Another one that I like, and yet not a good investment.
Yeah, personally, I think that there's something to this project, but its execution and its marketing just haven't been there. I think there's better other things to look at. EOS.
Absolutely hated this from the day the ICO launched. Still feel the same. I told you so, all of you.
Yeah, personally, to me, this is a project that just it won't die, but it's not going anywhere either. I don't know. One that I don't have any of and don't plan on even researching anymore. Multiverse or EGLD.
That was a great scam for the last bull market.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even know much about this one as well. Stacks, STX.
Bitcoin layer 2s to me are just not going anywhere.
Yeah, this to me is another narrative where it's just, I don't hear a lot of people excited about it. So, and 90% of crypto's marketing. The sandbox.
Blatant like scam and rip off in the last bull market.
See, I'm actually a believer in these kind of projects, and I think that the adoption will eventually come, but you're going to have to be patient with this, and I like the idea. How about Immutable X, IMX?
I've actually used Immutable X more than anything else, and while I really like the ecosystem, I don't think it's sustainable, and the tokenomics also pretty bad.
I think there is something to Immutable X. I think it will do pretty well in the bull market, but it's not going to give you crazy, astronomical life-changing money. Let's talk about Theta Network.
Theta Network is so dead. Almost no user adoption. Big disappointment.
Yeah, this whole idea, while it sounds good on paper, is just very hard to execute. And I think that Theta it's dropping in the rankings, right? It's going in the opposite direction. Bitgit token.
What did you say to me?
So Bitgit is a token, is another centralized exchange token. I think that this has the potential. Centralized exchange tokens can do very well in the future. So we'll see what happens. Bitcoin SV.
Whatever I said about Bitcoin Cash, copy and paste that.
Yeah, I would agree. Don't really even know much about this one either. Axie Infinity.
This has had its all-time high. A crypto game play to earn is unsustainable over the long term, especially with Ethereum tokens.
I think it's undervalued. I think gaming is going to come back, and I think Axie Infinity is that blue chip. It's definitely down a lot from its all-time high, but that's where the opportunity is in these cryptos. Injective, INJ.
I reviewed this one, and it's okay, but I think for the long term, I'm highly skeptical that it can maintain more than one cycle.
Personally, I don't know a whole lot of information about Injective, so I will definitely have to watch your review. Phantom, FTM.
Phantom's user data is really strong. It looks like to me it may be one of the top contenders for EVM chain, but I don't hold it.
I don't hold this right now either, and this is one that I missed out on massively in the last bull run. I might pick some of this up as a sleeper, and I do think that with everything going on with this ecosystem, it could be another surprise in the future. How about Roll Bitcoin, RLB?
Don't even know anything about that.
Rollbit, I think, is just way overvalued right now. I think crypto gaming as well as casinos is going to be a narrative, but I think this has just gone up way too much, way too quickly, personally. And that doesn't mean it can't continue, but that's just my personal opinion on it. Decentraland, Mana.
Almost nobody really using it. I think it's had its time and it's come and gone.
I bought this at 8 cents in the last bull run, and it went up over to approximately like $8, I think. So this one to me, it could do well in the future again, but that whole narrative around, decentralized crypto gaming as well as the metaverse could have already come and gone. Gate token, GT.
I haven't researched that one yet.
Yeah, this is a pass for me as well. Let's go to Radix.
Same. I've seen it, but I'm going to look that one up soon.
This one to me, I think could be one that a lot of people are still figuring out, and it's a little bit more difficult to get, but could definitely be a hidden gem for sure. Render.
Render overvalued. There's the centralized players already have so much GPU rendering. I'm questioning how good render can do, but I do like the move to Solana.
Yeah, personally, I think that it could also be a little overvalued. It's up a ton in the green, and yeah, that's all I can really say. ApeCoin.
Absolute pile of trash to cash out the Bored Ape Yacht Club holders.
I think that if NFTs go crazy and Bored Ape Yacht Clubs go up, I think ApeCoin will follow, but you're right. Right now, NFTs have proven themselves to be what they are, which is kind of a joke, unfortunately. That doesn't mean that it can't be something in the future, but yeah, definitely not a long-term hold, because the people that made money in ApeCoin are the ones that cashed out towards the top. Neo.
That's still around? That was so big before, and it just went nowhere in years.
Yeah, I can't see this going back to all-time highs and beyond, personally. They've tried to revive the project, but new projects typically do better. How about IOTA?
IOTA, that was big before too, and it to me is just trending downwards.
Yeah, to me, it's one of those coins that's been there, done that, and kind of been forgotten about, which is not what you want. How about Rocket Pool?
Don't know. That's one of those Ethereum liquid staking tokens. I'm not sure about Rocket Pool.
I think with Rocket Pool, you're able to earn the yield from ETH if you buy the Rocket Pool tokens. So I think there is something cool to that, but it's definitely riskier, and I don't know if it's justifiable for what they're doing.
But yeah, I
How
wouldn't
about
mess
Kava?
with that. I'm not remembering whatever I know about Kava, so I guess it's not that exciting.
Yeah, I have not heard a lot of people talking about this one either, and that could potentially present opportunity if you research it. But personally, to me, I think there could be different other opportunities. How about Flow?
Flow, I like to look of Flow, but user adoption is questionable.
Yeah, I don't know much about Flow, so I can't really even comment on that one. Or even this next one, eCash.
eCash is on my list to do a review on soon, but I know nothing now.
Yeah, I know nothing either about that one. How about Thorchain, Rune?
I just reviewed that. I think that one's way overvalued.
I actually disagree. I think it could be undervalued. It's sitting at like $1.44 right now. It just went up over like 100%, like I think 50 to 60% in the last few weeks here. But I definitely think that this one could do very well in the future. How about Clayton?
I can't remember if I'm going to review that or I already did.
I don't know anything about this one personally, so we'll just go ahead and skip it. Gala Games.
I told you so. Everybody was all hyped up on it at the beginning of the year, and it pumped, and it lost all the gains already since I reviewed it and said it sucked before. I want Gala Games to do well, but I think it's unlikely they're going to do well.
Well, the recent news with the lawsuits against each other definitely is not helping the price here. And you're right. I think there could be other gaming projects that will do well. Gala has a huge market cap, so we'll see what happens, though. I haven't completely lost faith, but that recent news didn't exactly help. Frax Ether.
Ooh, that sounds bad.
I have no idea what that is. Chili's.
I just reviewed Chili's, and they're doing big with having fan tokens for soccer clubs, but that's extremely niche and something that another blockchain could essentially easily steal. So Chili's probably not going to make it in the long term.
I do think sports is going to be big, and I think Chili's can carve out its niche, but I think you're right. It's just a niche play. Frax shares.
I don't like how that sounds either.
Yeah, we can skip over that one. Tokenized exchange, TKX or TXK.
That sounds horrible as well.
Yeah, it looks like another exchange token. Those can, if the exchange really does well, then the token will do well typically as well. Casper Network, KSPR.
That one bores me.
Jerry, what do you think of KuCoin?
KuCoin, the exchange token, I don't like exchange tokens from BNB on down.
Yeah, now that you have the KYC with KuCoin, I think that's definitely going to hurt their adoption personally. Yeah, that's how I feel. How about BitTorrent?
I don't know enough about to give a good opinion on
I
it.
think if the Tron ecosystem does really well, this could be one that has its move in the future. But again, it's very dependent upon that.
Sui, way overhyped, way overvalued, miserable tokenomics.
Yeah, definitely way overhyped in my opinion. But I do think that it could have its own run, kind of like Aptos did. And I do think that there is something to it. But yes, you're right. Definitely, I'm definitely overvalued right now. Curve DAO.
I hate DAO tokens. Wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, with what the founder did with all that money and everything, definitely Curve DAO is not one I'm going to be investing in. Huobi, HT.
Another exchange token, not one I would mess with.
Yeah, this is one I think is trending down as well. Not a fan of what Justin Sun's been doing and everything that's going on with him. So yeah, that's my take. DYDX.
Been a lot of hype on this new exchange. I'm gonna research more and see whether I like it or not.
I like this one honestly, and the price performance has been pretty flat, which means it's holding up pretty well relatively against Bitcoin and Ethereum. So definitely want to keep an eye on Mina Protocol.
Don't know enough about Mina.
I think Mina actually has some potential. It does a couple of things really, really well, but the problem is that this is a very competitive space, and you need to do everything really, really well in order to be really successful. Luna Classic.
Oof. Violet Trash, can't believe that's still in the top 100.
This one to me could actually do decent because of just it kind of being a meme coin, but that's really all you're speculating on, and you're basically just crossing your fingers. Pepe.
Speaking of meme coins, Pepe might have, it's coming into its first bull market. It's already got speculated quite a bit. I wouldn't short Pepe to be sure, but I no way I'd buy it either.
Yeah, with all the controversy going on with it right now, I do think that there will be a time where this absolutely goes crazy again potentially, but it's super high risk, high reward. Trust Wallet.
Trust Wallet token? No, I wouldn't mess with that.
Yeah, personally, I don't even have a Trust Wallet. Not something that I'm interested in talking about really. Coinbase wrap staked Ether.
I technically had some of that before, but I hate staked Ether tokens because they could, as they have in the past, they can unpeg from Ether at any time.
I agree. Yeah, this is one that I'm not looking at even at all. Nexo.
Ooh, that was one people asked for in my Discord, and I hated it when I reviewed it.
Yeah, with everything that happened with Celsius, I just can't see how this is really going to be sustainable unless people, think or something happens with the company, it completely changes. But yeah, this is one that, yeah, I'm not even thinking about it anymore. Nexus Mutual.
Never heard of it until right now.
Yeah, me either. Definitely not heard of this one. How about Ape NFT?
Just based on the name, that has to be horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this is even in the top 100, yeah, I don't even know anything about this. Flare.
Don't like what I've seen of Flare so far.
Yeah, this is basically just if you think XRP is going to do well, you think Flare is going to do well as well. That's kind of my take on this. And they give a huge amount of supply out for as an airdrop, so be aware of that. Staked Frax Ether.
Don't trust that.
Yeah, I think it's very similar to the Coinbase wrap stake Ether. Jerry Dash, talk to me about it.
I can't believe this is still in the top 100. Good thing I sold at 87 in 2017. It's 25 today.
Yeah, this is one that, again, it won't go anywhere, but it won't die either. So I don't know. I think there's way better opportunities in the next bull market. How about Woo Network?
That's one of the top on my review list, so I'm going to have an opinion about that soon.
Don't know anything about this one personally. It'll be interesting to watch your review. GMX.
That's on my review list too.
I think this is a little overvalued still, but it's coming down in price. This is a decentralized exchange where it basically functions like a centralized exchange, but it's actually decentralized. I think there's a real need for this, and I think that GMX is kind of like one of the leaders in this one. So definitely could be one that could do well in the next bull market. The next one is SafePal.
Despite the name trying to sound trustworthy, it just does not breed trust, just looking at the branding.
Yeah, personally, this is one I don't know a whole lot about at all. So Aster.
Haven't heard of it before.
Yeah, I've never heard of this one either. How about Compound?
I've heard of it, but it's not inspired me to look more of it.
Yeah, Compound to me it's old. And that's why it's trending off the top 100 is where it looks like it's going. Fetch AI.
Way overhyped. I looked at that and I'm like, no way. There's like no substance to it.
I think AI is going to do really well this bull run. I think Fetch AI is actually going to surprise you. I think this is going to be one, especially now, that's actually trending against the markets in the green. So definitely want to keep an eye on. Zilliqa.
Don't know much about Zilliqa.
This is a dark horse to me. When it pumps like crazy, but it'll go flat and do nothing for quite a while. Arweave.
I really like Arweave, but infrastructure and file storage is not a sexy topic or narrative and tends to be undervalued. So I'm considering getting some Arweave.
I would agree. That's the marketing aspect of this is the question mark for me, but overall everything else looks solid. And last but not least, Jerry, number 100, Pancake Swap, the cake token.
Just a big disappointment so far.
Yeah, personally, this should be doing a lot better than what I thought it was, but the tokenomics and everything else, while they have changed and there have been some decent updates, I don't know if it's enough anymore to get it going. And I think in the last run, it kind of had its massive run, and I don't know if it can go back up there in the future. So there you have it. Those are the top 100 rundown. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. And if you want even more about what we think about cryptocurrency, as well as crypto education, click the links down below. Join us in our VIP programs as we teach you even more about new coins, other coins, and literally the strategies and systems that have helped us become successful in crypto. Because ultimately, that's where if you do your research and you find these coins, you can do incredibly well. Jerry, thanks again for coming on. Can't wait to see you all in the next videos, so stay tuned.